He shined the shoes of a young senator. Years later, he walked the halls of the White House not as a servant but as a staff member. Handpicked by the man he once helped in the bustling streets of Washington, D.C. during the late 1950s, a young African American boy named Eddie Nash made a humble living shining shoes outside prominent buildings. He was no more than 10 or 11 years old, but he already understood the weight of responsibility. His family was poor, and every nickel he earned helped feed his siblings. One day, a sharply dressed man stepped out of a black car, his stride confident, his smile disarming. The boy recognized him immediately: Senator John F. Kennedy, the charismatic young leader from Massachusetts, who was quickly gaining national attention. Eddie ran over with his shoe shining kit. "Shine, sir?" Kennedy stopped and nodded kindly. As Eddie worked, JFK asked questions not out of politeness but genuine interest. "What's your name, son? How's school? Dream big, okay?" The interaction lasted only a few minutes. He continued working odd jobs, finished school, and eventually joined a local government maintenance crew. JFK gave him a generous tip and a wink, but to Eddie it wasn't just a tip, it was dignity. A turning point. Years passed. JFK went on to become the President of the United States in 1961. Then fate intervened again. The Kennedy administration was known for promoting diversity and inclusion. One day, a call came down to city officials. The White House needed additional janitorial and maintenance staff. He paused at the steps. The same man whose shoes he once polished was Eddie, now in his early 20s, was recommended for his strong work ethic and polite demeanor. Eddie didn't expect JFK to remember him. Over time, he became known not just as a worker when he walked into the White House for his first day of work, now the leader of the free world, but as he was introduced among the new staff, President Kennedy looked at him, smiled, and said, "I've had my shoes shined by you before, haven't I?" Eddie froze, then nodded. "Yes, sir, long time ago." JFK smiled, patted his shoulder, and simply said, "I'm glad you're here." Legacy. Eddie Nash went on to serve proudly in the White House staff, but as someone who represented a deeper truth that no act of kindness is too small and no beginning is too humble. He would later tell his grandchildren, "Sometimes a man doesn't remember who shined his shoes, but the great ones do." Final note. This story, while often shared in oral tradition and inspirational circles, has roots in multiple accounts told by former staffers and White House employees. Whether perfectly literal or slightly embellished by memory, its message remains powerful: a story of respect, recognition, and the unexpected turns of fate.